student, this video is a continuity of the major organ system of the human body. The first one is respiratory system. The respiratory system is the system of the body that deals with breathing. The organ most closely connected with this system is the lung. The human body has two lungs. In that, air enters through the nose, passes down the back of the mouth and into the voice box and windpipe. You can feel your voice box and windpipe by placing your fingers on the front of your neck. They are hard very because they are made of cartilage. The cartilage is nothing but it is very firm, flexible connective tissue found in various form in the voice box. And respiratory tract. The respiratory tract is nothing but a major passage in the body. This material helps to keep the airways open at all times. The bottom of the windpipes divided into two tubes. It's called bronchi. So it carries the air into lungs. See, this is windpipe. It divided into two tubes, so that is called as bronchi. It carries the air into the lungs. Here some oxygen passes through the wall of the lungs into the blood. The carbon dioxide passes from the blood through the walls of the lungs into the air. As you talk, you can feel your hands is moving in and out. These are being pushed by a muscle called the diaphragm. So this muscle is a diaphragm. This helps you to breathe. The number of breath you take in a certain time is called your rate of breathing. This is the model of lung respiratory system. See, this is the lung, this is diaphragm. When you pull the diaphragm, so your lung, that air enter to that. When you push the lung, the air going out like this. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. The next one is digestive system. The main part of the digestive system is a tube that runs through the body is called alimentary canal. It includes the esophagus, stomach and intestine. So that esophagus is connected from your that voice box and it ends with your stomach. In an adult, it is about 8 to 9 meters long. If you fold up the thread, you will see that it can fit into a small space. The same way, the folding of the alimentary canal allows it to fit in the lower part of the body called the abdomen. It takes 24 and 48 hours for the food to travel along the alimentary canal, but journey time can vary quite widely. For example, a meal of boiled rice only stays in a stomach for up to 2 hours, while the roasted chicken may stay for up to 7 hours. Food begins its journey in the mouth, where it is broken by the teeth and moistened by the saliva so that the small pieces can slide easily along with that. In stomach, the food is turned up into the creamy liquid called chyme. So before it continues its journey into the intestine. The next one is endocrine system. The endocrine system is made up of glands which release chemical called hormones into the blood. The adrenal gland is an example of an endocrine gland. It is found just above the kidney and releases a hormone called adrenaline. See, the adrenal gland, this part is above the kidney. You may feel the effect of adrenaline if you act in front of a large audience or take part in athletics. It takes your heartbeat faster and direct more blood to your muscles. The hormone also control the way people grow and develop. The hormone insulin helps the body store a sugar that has been absorbed from the digested food. The insulin is nothing but it's a hormone made by pancreas. So this is the pancreas. A lack of hormone in the body leads to a disease called diabetes. It can be controlled by taking extra insulin into the body. The next one is excretory system. In that, the waste produced by the body collect in the blood. They are removed from the body by the excretory system. As the blood passes through the kidneys, a waste called urea. The urea is filtered from the blood within some water. So the mixture of urea and water is called urine. As the blood passes through the skin on a hard day, the water and a little urea are taken from it and released onto the skin. So that's what we are telling, sweating. The main purpose of this action is cool the skin, although a little urea is also excreted. As the blood passes through the lungs, the carbon dioxide is removed and passed into air, ready to be breathed out. So this is the model of excretory system. So this is right kidney and this one is left kidney. This tube is called as ureter. This is our bladder. So now, see, I am going to add some liquid in that. So everything is coming through the ureter to the bladder. So see here the kidney, the function of kidney is nothing but it remove the waste. So it filter the waste thing. So the urine is coming from the kidney. See, finally it reach the bladder through ureter. So this is urine. Just consider this is the model of excretory system. So the bladder, when the bladder become full, then only the urine will coming out. The next one is skeletal system. The skeletal system has three major jobs. One is it protects our vital organs such as the brain, the heart and the lungs. The second one is it gives us the shape that we have. Then third one, it allows us to move because the muscles are attached to bones. When muscles move, they move the bones and the body moves. The next one is muscular system. The muscular system is made up of more than 600 muscles. This muscle help you do almost everything, from pumping blood throughout your body to lifting your heavy backpack. So in that, two kinds of things are there. One is biceps and triceps. In that, when you bend your hand like this part is bicep and this bottom part is tricep. The biceps are contracted, the tricep is relaxed, that means it extended. When you keep your leg in a straight form, the tricep is contracted but the bicep is relaxed. So the action of one muscle produced an opposite effect to the other muscles and causes movement in the opposite directions. Though these two muscles, the bicep and triceps, are called antagonistic muscle pair. The next one is closer look at the skeleton and movement. So in that, the main ligament and cartilage and synovial and fluid. These are the very important things. So first one is ligament. See, this red color part is a ligament. Its usage to stop the bones coming apart when they move. They are held together by fibers called ligament. To stop them wearing out as they rub over each other, the part of the bones in the joint are covered by cartilage. So this part is a cartilage. So this substance has a hard and it's very slippery surface that reduce friction and allow the bones to move over each other very easily. So this is the function of cartilage. So in that, next one is synovial fluid. So this substance in some of the joint where this a lot of movement. So the cell in a tissue called synovial membranes make one liquid. That liquid is called as synovial fluid. So the function of this synovial fluid is it helps to spread out over the surface of the cartilage in the joint and act like a oil. So because of that it reduces friction and wearing out. Thank you.